In today's video, we'll be transforming the humble leek into the creamiest butterbean hummus. Plus, we'll be making a punchy rocket and walnut pesto and some crispy potato chips. This is a great way to use seasonal veg while making what is sure to be your new favorite dip. A quick thank you to COSORI who are sponsoring today's video. I'll be making use of the Turbo Tower air fryer to char the leeks and make the crispiest potato chips. And if you're quick, there's an offer for 33% off this air fryer up until the 1st of December, so check out the link in the description box or the comment section. But for now, let's get cooking. We're going to start by preparing the leeks. I've given them a quick wash and dry, and then we're just going to remove the top part of the leek. Because I'm roasting these whole, it would be difficult to clean the upper parts, and I'm just going to slice them up and then clean them and use them in a stew later on. So just pop your leeks into the air fryer with the crisper basket in, and we're going to spread them out evenly. We're going to brush a little olive oil onto them, and this is going to help them get really nice and charred. So essentially the outer leaves of the leek are going to get beautifully charred, almost blackened, and then after cooking we'll remove them and the inside will be lovely and sweet and slightly smoky. Perfect to go in this butterbean dip. So the leeks are ready and we'll get the chips ready now. I've been using this air fryer for a good few months now and I've used many others before it, but this one is by far my favorite. Whereas most air fryers have just one container, this one has a large one, a medium one, plus a grilling rack, so you can really cook a whole meal in just one air fryer. It's also great for decluttering your kitchen. It's a multifunctional appliance. You can grill, roast, bake, reheat, you can even proof bread in it. So I've got some Maris Piper potatoes here, which are a floury variety of potato. I'm going to cut them into chips about 1 centimeter thick. Get your chips into a bowl. We'll then add about a tablespoon of olive oil and then give that a good toss. Now that I think about it, we're essentially making a leek and potato soup, but in dip and chip form, which is going to be super delicious. For seasonings, we're keeping this quite simple. I'm going to go for some dried oregano. And I'll just crumble some nutritional yeast through my fingers. Doing this makes it finer and helps it stick better. We won't add any salt yet because that will draw out the moisture and stop them from getting crispy. Then a tablespoon of corn flour to help them get extra crispy, and then just toss to coat. Then these are going to go into the larger air fryer basket, and I'll just spread them out to help them get crispy. Over to the air fryer, and we've got the leeks in the top section, and then we've got the potato chips in the bottom. I'm going to choose the match option, so they're the same temperature and time. We're going to go for 200 degrees and we'll start it off for 10 minutes. While the leeks and chips cook, we're going to make a quick rocket and walnut pesto. We got the sniff monster. Dun, 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 dun. Whenever I make pesto, I grind them up separately to the other ingredients, so I can be in control of how coarse they are. I've kept a little bit of texture in the walnuts, and now we can blend the other ingredients. Into the food processor, we're going to add a good handful of rocket, a good few handfuls in fact, 1 small garlic clove, about a tablespoon of nutritional yeast for that lovely nutty cheesy flavor, the juice of half a lemon, and then a good glug of extra virgin olive oil. I'm also going to add a small splash of water, and then give it a good blend. For the chips, I'm giving them a toss every 5 minutes of cooking, just to ensure they cook nice and evenly. And then just mix that through the ground walnuts. And there you have a lovely nutty and peppery pesto that's going to go beautifully with this caramelized leek and butterbean dip. After 10 minutes, the leeks are starting to get nice and caramelized, but we're going for like properly charred so that the insides are beautifully sweet and smoky. So they're going to go in for a bit longer. The chips are coming along nicely. They're probably going to have another 10 minutes, I'd say. Now this air fryer also features a handy grilling tray, which can also be used for heating up mince pies when you got a sweet craving. If you've never used an air fryer before, then you're in for a treat, because the amount of time it takes to cook something in the air fryer compared to the oven is literally nothing at all. I found that with most things I cook in the air fryer, I can cut down the cooking time by at least a third and sometimes even by a half. It is just that quick. To check the leeks are ready, they should be beautifully charred on the outside, and you should be able to slide a knife into them really easily and this will ensure they're nice and sweet and soft inside. These are truly the best chips you will ever have. Super golden and crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. And at this point you can add a little sprinkle of sea salt to finish them and a quick toss. For the leeks, we'll just remove that charred outside layer. And it's going to easily peel off to remove a beautifully bright green and buttery inside. Really lovely. 2 of these will cut up ready to be blended into the hummus. And then the third I'm going to cut into little rounds that are going to go on top and add a nice bit of texture. For the hummus, into the food processor, we'll add 1 can of butterbeans. You could use cannellini beans or another white bean if you wanted to. Then the caramelized leek, tablespoon or 2 of tahini. I'm going to go for 2. 1 garlic clove, juice of half a lemon. I love to add a touch of white miso, adds a really nice salty tang. A couple ice cubes. Delicious. Good grating of black pepper and a drizzle of olive oil. And then we'll just blend it until smooth. And then to plate up, we'll do a nice dollop of that hummus. A few of the charred leek rounds that we kept back. And then a drizzle of that rocket and walnut pesto. And then of course we're going to scoop it up with those beautiful crispy chips. Really delicious. The sweet and buttery leeks work perfectly in the butterbean hummus. They kind of offset the slight bitterness in the tahini. Then you get the lovely nutty and peppery rocket and walnut pesto. That is absolutely delicious. And then mop it all up with some Moorish crispy potato chips. Absolutely delicious. And it was made incredibly quickly and easily thanks to the COSORI Turbo Tower. If you want to get yourself one, check out the link in the comment section or the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.